morning. Hope y'all are well this morning. Today is the last prayer live of 2020. We started on March 24th. This is good stuff. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm doing really good. I'm very thankful and grateful for today. Got lots of prayer requests today. Thankful for that. I have all of you's prayer requests that are here. Good morning. My coffee's hot. Today is the last prayer live for 2020. I'm truly thankful that we've been going 9 months strong. 9 months strong. Wow. Some deep prayers here. We're gonna get it in. Yes, I have my fuchsia combination on today. That's the vibe that I was feeling. So that's what I put on today. Yeah. Okay, it's okay. I see that a few of y'all's prayers is pretty long. And it's cool. Today is Narevani's birthday, so happy birthday to Narevani if she's around. And coming up on Thursday, we have Toya and Sybil's birthday. Since it is Capricorn season, yes. We're ending the eclipse seasons this week too. Those eclipses that we had the other day during this full moon, that's going to tie that up, tie this story up. So whatever stories that you had that took off, or anything that took off in your life around that eclipse that happened, you are wrapping it up this week. Wrapping it up. So I learned from my astrologer. Yes, I'm adding all this together. You're welcome. I'm getting the prayer request in today. I'm doing it right now. I know last week I did it before I got on here, but you know how things go. I got yours, Brittany, and Tiara, and Toya, and Tess, and Sybil. Hello. Hi, Anika. Hi, Rachel. I am still going through the prayer requests. If y'all haven't submitted the prayer request, go ahead and do so. It's the last prayer live of 2020. So you want to go ahead and submit those prayer requests. The end of the year prayer requests. What y'all seeing, and it's pretty long for a few of you, and that's good stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Also, I just want to remind you all that my general readings are still 50% off until Thursday. So, if you want to, you don't have to schedule it for this week, but you can go ahead and take advantage of the discount. Good morning. Hey, Aaron, when is your birthday? I know you're a Capricorn too. I've been trying to get your birthday since last week. But, yes. So if any of you all want to get a general reading, you can go ahead and get it now while it's 50% off. All of my baths, by the way, are 50% off. So starting January 1st, they go back to regular price. So if you want to get your spiritual baths, go ahead and get it now while you can. So the first is Friday. Oh, thank you, Tess. That's so kind of you. Thank you, everyone in this community, for making it what it is, with so much caring and offered blessings to each other. By the way, my Patreon members, I'm going to be releasing content today. I didn't do it at midnight last night because, honestly, I forgot what day it was. Just with the chaos of the holidays, and I didn't remember to the last minute. I'm like, oh, God. So, please bear with me. I'm gonna post it before the end of the day, though, because it is Tuesday. You will get your prayers. And while you can, if somebody has a request, a Patreon member, as soon as we get off live, go ahead and send me a message if you want a particular prayer for this week. I already have one from Sybil. But yes. When is your birthday, Aaron? I got your prayers, Jamila. And good morning. Got Toya's. Already. Got your prayer, Aaron. Like I said, if y'all haven't had a chance to put your prayer request in, go ahead and do so now. The last prayer live of 2020. I want to go ahead and put this prayer together and have a strong prayer in this 2020 out strong as a collective. Tess is a Taurus. I can't remember the exact day right now, but I do know that. Did I do Tiara? No. I got you getting Tiara now. I think there's another one in here after that. Good morning, good morning. Hey Ma, how are you? I want you all to submit prayer requests if you have not done so. It's the last prayer live of 2020. I got Shalana, Sybil, Brittany, Lucy, Tess, Toya, Jamila, Aaron, and Tiara. I'm not sure if anybody else submitted anything. I'm checking all my folders, make sure it's not in spam. I don't see anything here. So, yes. You have a few minutes to submit it in case some people are still submitting prayer requests. Let's zoom in so I can see. So today I started at 11:29. I'm going to go into the angel numbers. See what the angels have to say to us. Good morning, Lucy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. By the way, the recording player is the Angels of Sanctification. They are the highest ranking angels, highest ranking protective angels, and they usually travel with other angels with them, but they're very, very protective, very powerful, okay? And that's the vibe that I was on today. Aaron, did I miss when you telling us your birthday? We want to give you a happy birthday shout out if we haven't missed your birthday yet. Okay. 11:22 prompts you to fully live and serve your divine life purpose and soul mission. And as I spoke about yesterday, okay, your soul mission and your life purpose doesn't have to be put in a box. It doesn't have to be what you see other spiritualists like me or other practitioner, high priestesses and priests do. Your soul mission is what aligns with you. What is your passion? What ignites you? What it makes you feel full inside. Because the purpose of us getting closer to God and the purpose of us being here is to be an expansion of God, So when you live in your purpose, when you live in your passion, when you're doing that thing that just feels right inside of you and makes you happy and brings you joy, and as you help others and as you expand others people's life, is allowing you to allow God to work through you. That is not limited to just spirituality. That can be anything. There's so many things that exist in this world. All these ideas and creations and innovations that exist in the world, and maybe you are one to bring some creativity, some innovations to the world. But understand that when you are doing what your passion is, and when you are expanding what your passion is, you are expanding in God. You're allowing God to use you as a vessel, okay? And if you feel like you don't know what your soul mission or life purpose is, think about what you're willing to do. What is something you're willing to do without getting paid for? If you feel like, oh, the only way I'm going to do this is if somebody's paying me money, they got to pay me money to do this, it's probably not your soul mission. Your soul mission is something you truly enjoy doing, something that makes you happy, something that it gives you a payment that's not monetary. It gives you a fulfillment that's not monetary. Now, don't get me wrong. You should be paid for your services, especially if it's your soul mission and life path. You are good at it. But how you align with it is what is something that you would be doing, willing to do, and enjoy doing. No matter what you get paid for, if you do it for free, you'll give it out for free. You'll give a glimpse of the service for free. You give a glimpse of the samples for free. You'll be willing to do it just because the pure joy of it and the feeling that it gives you inside, okay? So 1129 says, it's prompting you to fully live and serve in your divine life purpose and soul mission. Don't always think that means, oh, I need to quit my job right now, stop everything and just do this. No. What it's telling you is it's prompt you to fully live in it. So let's start with a prayer about it. God, show me how to expand in my soul mission. Show me how to expand in my divine life purpose. Show me how I can be an expansion of you and allow you to work through me allow me to be a vessel as you work through me. Allow me to change people's lives. Allow me to make people's lives better. Because that's your soul mission will always make somebody's life better, no matter what it is. It will add value to people's life. Go back to Bob Proctor, which we're going to be reading The Secret, by the way, for those of you that missed yesterday. We are starting The Secret on Monday by Rhonda Byrne. But Bob Proctor, who was in the movie The Secret, he speaks about it. The wealth, the prosperity, the good vibrations, all the stuff that you want comes to you when you think about how do you add value to people's life. It's not, oh, how do I get money and I want to expand money this, I just want money this and that. How do you add value to other people's life? When you add value to somebody's life, prosperity come. When you add value to somebody's life, wealth will come. When you add value to somebody's life, good health will come. Adding value to other people's life. All of us know that it feels good in some form of fashion, and whatever way we do it, when we add value to somebody's life, whether they're taking in one of our products and they enjoy it so much, it ignites something inside of you. It makes you feel bigger than yourself. It makes you say, wow, I added value to somebody's life. Whether it's giving a service to somebody, talking to them, counseling them, advising them, whatever it is, you adding value to somebody's life. You're adding value to people's life. When you add value to people's life, you will automatically be a magnet for prosperity, wealth, good health, and good energy and vibrations, okay? And I'm talking about a true divinity of added value to people's life. Not doing it in a manipulative way. Not doing it because you want something in return. Not doing it because you think you're supposed to do it. But the true alignment of adding value to somebody else's life. Okay? The true value. I enjoy being here because I enjoy being here. I know I add value to all of your lives. And as I add value to your lives, guess what? I expand in my life and add value to my life. I truly enjoy being a high priestess. I truly enjoy being a spiritualist. I truly enjoy all of this that I do. And as I say, the money does flow. It flows and it happens the way it's supposed to happen. I don't always know how it's going to happen. I don't know how it's always going to come. But I know that I stay focused on my life path, my soul mission, which is to add value to people's lives through education, through letting them know about spirituality, sharing my resources with them, allowing you to grow as individuals, allowing you to expand in your God and God itself, right? So let me continue to get into this number, because I only read the first sentence. Trust that you have all the skills, talents needed to pursue, and the passions to serve your purpose when you apply yourself. You have to apply yourself, okay? Apply yourself. And this is aligning with the number we read yesterday, which was 229. If you don't notice, there's a 29 in this number, 111129. The master number, 111129. 11 represents angels and ascended masters, combined with that 29, which also represents that following your life path and soul mission. Okay? You are the only one qualified. 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 You are the only one qualified to fulfill the role and purpose and destiny that God has placed upon you. I don't care if it looks similar to what somebody else does. There's so many priests and priestesses and spiritual practitioners out there, but how I do it, I'm the only one that does it the way I do it. Nobody does it the way I do it. God expands through me and does it in a way that God wants me to do it. I don't care how many people are out there that are artists, that draw. You do your drawings the way you do your drawing. If you do hair, nobody does hair like you do hair. If you provide managerial services, nobody does it the way you do it. If you are selling insurance, nobody does it the way you do it. I don't care if the products are similar. They're buying you. They're buying you. They're buying into you. They're buying into how you allow God to expand in you. Buying, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, it has nothing to do with logic. It has all to do with emotion and feel and vibration. Okay? So you are the only one qualified. When you go down the bread aisle, how many brands of bread do you see? You can't count them, right? So I don't want anybody to think in their head that somebody else is doing something or somebody's doing this already. No, you literally go down the bread aisle in the grocery store and you will see at least 10 different types of brands of bread right next to each other. So what you do, you are only qualified for that. And you're not sitting next to the person that's doing it like you. You are qualified to do it the way you're supposed to do it because you are expanding in God the way God wants you to expand, okay? Take assertive action related to your spiritual interests and passions on a daily basis. Anything that exists in this world has a spiritual essence because it came from the higher source, okay? It came from a higher source. I don't care if it's something negative. It came from a spiritual source. But we are that of the light, so we're going to talk about those that come from the light. It comes from a spiritual source, okay? The grass, the car. Somebody invented the car. Somebody invented the tires. Somebody invented all the technology on the car. Somebody invented all the technology in the home. That idea, that innovation came from a divine source. It came from a divine source. Einstein, a lot of times he figured out things from divine source. Tesla had dreams. It all came to him through a dream, through divine source, the spiritual source. So understand it is not limited just to a religion, just to a spiritual practice, okay? Don't limit yourself. Okay? 1129 also suggests that you have misplaced or lost something in your life. The universe is manifesting something positive for you to take in its place. So if any of you that have lost anything, let go. I don't care if you physically lost something or something physically has ended or you ended a relationship or you ended a way of doing something. Anything that may be perceived as lost, know that the universe is replacing it with something more positive and better. All right. This may also relate to a situation or circumstance that may be coming to an end. So if you haven't lost anything yet, understand that something's coming to an end. And when something ends, something else begins. So an ending is not truly an ending. It's just a cycle, right? You're going to come to the end of the road and you're going to loop again. But understand that when you loop again, it's better than what you had before. You're going through a upgrade. You're upgrading, all right? Trust that wonderful new beginnings in our directions are indicated for you. This is really good. We are ending the year. We are ending 2020. 2020 has been what it's been, right? It's been a blessing for me, but I know it's been hard for a lot of people. We've been pushed to spiritually expand and grow in ways that we have never been in the past. So there's lots to give thanks for in 2020. There has also been some heartbreak. There's also been some sadness, some grieving, much death. There's been a lot that's gone on in 2020, but 2020 is ending and 2021 is beginning. So trust that wonderful new beginnings in all directions are indicated for you. They're coming, right? 1129 may also be indicating that you have been feeling the urge to pursue a spiritual based practice, career, or profession. Now is the most auspicious time to look to fulfilling the goal. For those of you, this is the second time. Yesterday, this was the exact sentence that also came up yesterday. Whatever your passion is, y'all, whatever y'all been thinking about, just start working towards it. Start doing a little research. Start asking questions. Start looking for somebody that's doing something similar to you that you can see as a mentor. Start reading a book. Start reading an article. Start something, okay? Start something. Now is the most auspicious time to look to fulfilling the goal. It is a time to accept and develop your spiritual gifts. Use them to benefit yourself and others in a light working capacity. If you want to watch children and expand children's life, you can do this. Okay? If you want to teach people about financial etiquette and just financial literacy, you can do it now. Okay? If you want to add value to people's lives by making it more stressful for taking over certain things, I think some of you also I think I've seen between Tierra LaChancy and Toya, the transportation business. That is adding value to people's life. Now somebody doesn't have to worry about getting something from point A to point B. You're adding value to their life. Decorations, adding value to people's life. You are enhancing the ambiance and environment in a social setting. If you are a healer, some of you are healers. You heal in the physical realm and the spiritual realm. You adding value to people's life. If you are a chef, a cook, you add value to people's life. If you make things, candles, Lucy, making candles, making waxes to burn, you add value to people's life. You actually add an ambiance and aroma that enhances somebody's life. I don't care how little you think it is or how big it is, you're adding value to people's life. Okay? People need that. You're adding value. If you haven't started, go ahead and get started. Start praying about it. Start asking for clarity. And when it comes, move on it. Move. Don't hesitate. No longer moving in fear. No longer moving in hesitation. Everything that you need is there. Everything that you need is there. You're the only one qualified. You have everything you need inside of you. All the tools and resources you need will start coming as you start moving. But when you stay in the same place, you don't know it exists. If I walk down the street, there could be a man down the street that has the answers to what it is that I need, and just in passing and saying good morning to him, that sparks a conversation. But if I never get up and walk, I'll never get up and meet this person. If I never move, you'll never meet the resource. The stuff wants you just as bad as you want it. It's a magnet. Just as bad as you want your goal wants you. But you have to take assertive action is what it says. Move on it. Move on it. Do something. Move on it. Okay? Move on it. And I'm not telling you to exhaust yourself. I'm not telling you to move on it when you're tired. Let your body rest when it needs to rest. But when you have the urge and the feeling, move on it. Believe in yourself. I don't care if you don't see how it's going to happen. See the end goal and just move. See the end goal and just move. I have multiple visions of business in my life right now. Multiple visions of how I want to expand. Some of them which I've talked to you about. Do I know how everything's going to come together? I do not know how everything's going to come together. But one thing that I know for sure, it's going to happen. Second thing I know for sure, God always makes it happen. Third thing I know for sure, when it's time for me to move, it's time for me to move. When it's time for me to be still, it's time for me to be still. Okay? So just be aligned. Believe. Believe. Don't doubt yourself. You can do it. You can do it. When you was 5 years old, you ain't know how to do your job you do now. Now you know how to do your job you do now. All you have to do is believe. All it does is take some resources and time. Just because you don't know now, don't mean you don't know. Just because you don't know, don't mean you won't meet somebody that doesn't know. Whatever you need will come to you. Whatever you need will come to you. It will come in due time. Be consistent. Be vigilant. Meditate. See the envision. Meditate. Even if you're tired, let's just say you're tired, right? Because I know some of y'all work, y'all have kids, y'all have families that you're helping, you have stuff going on. It could be a lot trying to do what you're already doing and adding this life vision and goal. Well, guess what? Before you go to sleep, close your eyes and see yourself at the end goal smiling. When you're in the shower, close your eyes, see yourself at the end goal. That is assertive action in itself. So even if you can't physically do anything, even if you can't pick up the phone, even if your work schedule keeps you from getting clients or going out and selling a product or whatever it is you do, one thing you can do is continue to plant the seed in the universe through your meditative state. Okay? Fall asleep with that vision on your mind. Instead of falling asleep worrying about something, fall asleep knowing and seeing where you want to be. Fall asleep knowing that it's going to happen. Take a shower and see it. Put a smile on your face. Get into gratitude. I'm so thankful and grateful. I may not know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Okay? It's going to happen. So we have to move. For me, I'm the opposite. I move too much. I be having to sit down somewhere because I be ready to go. And that's the one thing that Spirit been working with me on. And I've been doing a good job, just getting into the meditative state, getting into the mind, getting into the universe. That's why when we read The Secret, it's going to be very powerful. It's going to be very powerful because you don't just do any action. You do effective action. You do assertive action. You move when God tells you to move. You move when the divine force comes in you and move. You don't just move. You're exerting energy unnecessarily. Why? No need to do that, right? You don't get in the car and start driving around and burn gas unnecessarily to get where you need to go. You wait till you know where you're about to go. You put it in a GPS, then you move, right? So don't move unnecessarily. Don't move unnecessarily, but move and understand that doing the prayer, doing the meditation, that is an action. That is an action. Raising your vibration, that is an action. Align with it. This is the second time this message has come up. Okay? It's the second time this message has come up. So much confirmation. I got a download last night with this exact message. I have the idea, but I have to get it moving. And praising the small wins along the way. You do. That's the gratitude. Yes. Come through, Spirit. I'm ready to work. I've been so still. They said the resources are coming, and here it is. I accept and receive it. They are coming. They're coming. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? I know what's going on in my life. I see it clearly now, and I'm thankful that I have the vision to see it. Things was moving and things went at a halt. They went at a halt. Y'all can look at my page and see when it halted. I stopped posting as much. I stopped doing a lot of stuff. Because Spirit said, whoop, 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 whoop. It was kind of like a machine. Stop. Just stop. Let's raise some things, and then it's going to crank again. Okay? So, but I've been doing other actions. I've been putting my energy into other things. So, and then just pray for what it is that you need. If you feel you need something along the way, ask. You have not because you ask not. You have not because you ask not. You have not because you ask not. Ask for exactly what it is that you need. Exactly what you need. A lot of times you can't even get out your mouth to say what it is that you need or what you desire. When you say it, I'm going to be honest. I want somebody to take care of my social media. I need somebody to do my social media, somebody to keep up with the administrative logistics and things and stuff. I want to spend my time making spiritual baths and meeting with people. That's what I want to do. Sending emails, responding. I don't want to do that. I don't. It just is what it is. I want somebody that doesn't mind doing it, enjoys doing it, has a good schedule, is organized, that I can work with. We work well together. I don't have to hold their hand too much. I'm willing to be patient. I want to put my time into my family, my spiritual products, and meeting with clients. That's what I want to do. Okay? I did do the social media, but when I'm doing that, it takes me away from other stuff. Oh, you can refer me to social media manager? Okay, that's nice. Go ahead. Please refer me. Please. Like I want to be able to do a balance of that. So I don't know if y'all understand. I know I've been flowing these last 2 days and it's just gonna be what it's gonna be, okay? Spirit been flowing. I don't took a little break and Spirit's like, we gotta talk, okay? But I don't know if y'all know Auset, okay? Also known as Isis. That's the Greek name that she has. Auset, Isis. I'm Kenyatta Auset. All right. Auset was a divine feminine energy. She was a mother and a wife. Okay. She was dedicated to her king, who was Asar. Okay. It is also the story of Lion King. Simba's mom represented Auset. All right. Mufasa was Asar. And Simba was Haru. That is their son. Set is Scar. Okay? In that movie, very symbolic of the story of Asar, Auset, Set, and Haru. Right? So, Set wanted to be king, but his brother Asar was king. Okay? Set killed Asar and cut his body up and planted it all over the world. All right? Auset told her son Haru, "You must take this kingdom back from your uncle. It is your kingdom. I'm going to leave you with the kingdom for you to conquer your uncle. And I'm going to go find the pieces of your father's body and bring him back to life." Okay? Understand these stories are very symbolic, right? Auset found every piece of her husband Asar's body except his penis. She then uses magic and creates a penis for him and brings him back to life. Her loyalty and dedication to her husband and her family was of the utmost importance, right? Of the utmost importance. That is also not including her loyalty to her community. But in order for her to have the loyalty and to provide for her community, for her kingdom, as a divine mother of the kingdom, she had to make sure that the head of the kingdom was intact, her husband. She had to make sure that the kingdom was not in detrimental state. She left that to the son. She didn't try to rule herself, right? But she knew how to put the rulers in the right place and support them and give them what they needed. And she then in turn can be a support to the community. It's a very powerful name. So me and my family is very important. When my family structure is straight, then I can be of a service to everybody else in my community. Okay? To my community. That I have sons. Right? She had a son. So it's very, very, very symbolic why I took on that name. And I admire her dearly. So I am the divine mother of the community. That's why I have a very motherly instincts. That's what you get from me. So that's why it's important for me to make sure the family structure is together. Because if my family structure is not together, then all of us cannot be of a service to the community to our utmost ability. And then I want to spend time doing what I want to do. I don't know if y'all watch Netflix, okay? But that Christmas Chronicles 2, okay? Christmas Chronicles 2 was very powerful in the story about how Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus, their roles, okay? Mrs. Claus made the food. Mrs. Claus was the healer. The town was called Santa Claus Town or something, but she designed everything. She was the backbone of it. She served the elves. She served the community. She never really left the home. Santa Claus was the one that went out and did what he did, but she was a support to that. So when I watched that movie, I thought it was very, very symbolic in that if you've seen that movie. But that is what I'm supposed to do. So a whole bunch of these other logistics and things like that, that's cool and all. But that's what I want to do. Make sure my family's intact. I want to do my spiritual baths, which are over here. That's why I keep turning this way. I have a whole bookshelf that I made for them. And be a service to people through meeting and consultation, okay? That's the things that I want to do. That I'm giving y'all this example. This is what I talk to God about. This is what I want to do, God. And I know that God's aligning with it because that's what I feel. So it's a divine spark from God. Now I'm saying it out of my mouth. I need support in this, and this. I need the resources. Whatever those resources are. Whether somebody volunteers their time or whether I have the money to pay them, whatever. Whatever it is, however it comes, right? So Brittany says, I'm good at data entry, so I'm being patient with myself on how to move. Well, that's good. You could be good at something and not love it. I'm good at a lot of stuff. And thank you for sharing this story. You're welcome. Okay, y'all. I've been flowing today. I know. I'm going to get into the prayer. Here's the thing. When you do, I have so much fear to let go of. This is what you do. You do it anyway. You don't, it's not a process. When you're dealing with fear, it's not like, okay, here's the water bottle. Let me put this fear down and then I can move. No, it's come on, fear. We going anyway. You do it anyway. Fear, come on, fear. You want to come? Come on. You do it anyway. You don't, it's not something that you can release and then move forward. It's something that you got to drag with you. Okay? You move in spite of the fear. Okay, fear, you want to be here? Let's go. So that you don't want to go nowhere. Come on, because this is where we're going. And then as your faith increase, fear going to leave by itself. Because faith and fear cannot exist in the same space. They can't. I know y'all heard me say this before. Fear knocked on the door and faith answered and nobody was there. Fear and faith cannot exist in the same space. You have to know that you know that you know that you know that you know. Don't allow the negative. The same energy it takes you to worry and fear is the same energy you can use to have faith and be happy. It's the same energy. It's all about what you choose. It's all about what you choose. The same way you rerun past experiences in your mind, it's the same way you can rerun the best experience in your mind. It takes the same amount of energy to do either of the thoughts, but you get to choose which thoughts you want to expand on. You can't think two things at the same time. If you feel you're in a space where something's being triggered, remove yourself from the space. You have control over it. At this point, most of you, all of you, whatever it is that's coming up, you've dealt with it before. None of this stuff is new. So you've already dealt with it. You know it exists. You know it's there. Now it's time for you to use your mind to play tricks on itself. Whatever you want to expand, that's what you need to think about. If you are being triggered or certain things are coming up, go focus on what you want to expand. Act in spite of. Do it anyway. How would you talk to your child or to a young person if they act in spite of? Yesterday we read about the courage. Sometimes when she gave the story of her daughter doing the particular swimming stroke, if y'all didn't hear the story yesterday, her daughter was like, I'm the worst at this stroke and my coach wants me to do it in a match. I'm going to be the last one. I'm not going to make it to the thing and I don't want to do it. Mom, can you tell coach to make me not do it? And it wasn't about her winning. It was really about her getting herself wet. Her mom said, let's make the goal that you show up and get wet. The fact that this was something that she feared, the fact that this is something that she was scared of, her goal didn't need to be win. Her goal needed to be, I showed up, I got in the water, and I made it to the end. Her parents was at the end cheering her. So you might have to change that perspective. Show yourself that. What is it for you? Have the courage to do it anyway. If there's something you're scared to put out there, if there's something you take a step on, the fact that you do it anyway is a growth step. It's a courageous step. It teaches you how to have courage. Okay? So it doesn't matter that she didn't win the race. It mattered that she was terrified and she did it anyway and she showed up. That was the win in itself. She had a win over fear. She had a win over doubt. She had a win over skepticism. She had a win over that. That was the win. The win wasn't about that. The coach gave her a big hug afterwards because the coach knew what was going on. He needed to push her. He or she needed to push her out of that comfort zone. So each time you conquer fear, each time you move in spite of fear, the more powerful you feel. Then you don't have to worry about letting go of fear. Fear ain't going to want to be around because then you increase faith. You need to make a sales call, pick up the phone and call somebody. It don't matter if they said no. The win is that you picked up the phone and called. You winning. Okay? You need to go ahead and put content out on the internet. It don't matter if anybody watches it. The win is that you did it anyway. Sometimes you got to change that goal. Sometimes you got to see what the win is for you. How does that win work for you? Pushing through, building the courage. The win may be just, okay, I told somebody that I sold a product. And they said, wow, thank you for letting me know. The win is that I even actually invested and I walked out on faith and took the last dime that I had and put it into this. It's your perspective. It's how you see it. It's how you see it. The win is I had the courage to speak up for myself. I don't care how the conversation went. I don't care if they're mad at me. I actually spoke up for myself. That's a big deal. Celebrate that. Celebrate that. Okay? Yes, I realize that we already created a new neural path. I have all the tools to work through any challenges I have. You do. It takes 62 to 90 days to create a new neural path in the brain, which then becomes a habit. Okay? And then yesterday, Brene Brown talked about hope. She said, hope is a cognitive process. It's not an emotion. It's something that you learn through going through struggle and adversity. So when you're going through this struggle within yourself, when you're going through the struggle within your mind, the doubt, the fear, all of that, and you push through it anyway, it gives you hope. It continues to allow you to grow in hope. It continues to allow you to know that you're doing the very best that you can and that you continue to grow in yourself. It don't matter if anybody else see if your business is growing. It doesn't matter if anybody else see if what you said comes into fruition. It's none of their business. You know what's going on inside of you. You know the growth that's going on inside of you. The fact that you did it is courageous. The fact that you stepped out is courageous. You're continuing to grow. The fact that if you gotten a whole bunch of no's, you got up and did it anyway. That's a win. That's a win. That is a win. Okay? That is a win in itself. Oh, let me show you this way. The fact that you ain't doing things the way you used to do it is a win. The fact that you ain't cursed somebody out is a win. The fact that you maybe didn't lay hands on somebody is a win. The fact that you have self-control now is a win. Just change your perspective, okay? It's a win. It's a win. So just go ahead, do what you need to do, expand in that what you're trying to do. Know that you're growing, and it don't matter if anybody else see your growth or not. I don't care if you kept your mouth closed one time and you typically would have went off on somebody. That's a win. That's a big deal. Make sure you give it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself. And I talked to y'all about this before. I'd rather you do it in your mind than to physically act it out. And then you go to the next level. It's levels to this. Okay? It's levels to this. Make sure you are giving yourself the praises for your win. Change your perspective. You know what I mean? Change your perspective. Right? There's a lot. There's a lot of things. A lot of things that are happening. A lot of growth experiences that are happening. And you have to give yourself the praise for that. You have to give yourself the wins for that. Okay? I don't care. Let me explain this to you too. I remember you can go, and if you need inspiration, go and look at these big people's stories. Steve Jobs was turned down multiple times. They thought Tesla was stupid. Now Tesla's a genius after his death. They thought that Einstein was slow. They thought he wasn't going to be able to learn because he didn't talk. These people added value to the world, and it's still adding value to this day. There are still equations that they can't figure out that Einstein has to this day. He was doing this before computers existed. Okay? So that's why we live from the inside out, not from the outside in. I want to go back to what Brene Brown said. She said, get a piece of paper. Write the one person, two people, max 3 down of who opinions matter. And this is how they make the list. These people have seen you at your worst. They've seen you at your best. And they know the growth journey that you're on. They know that you're becoming shame resilient and learning to be courageous and be yourself. They can see you in your full essence. Write that piece of paper down. Anytime those doubtful thoughts come out, pull that paper out. Whoever you're dealing with or whatever in your situation, if their name's not on the paper, their opinion don't matter. Their name's not on the paper, don't let their opinion matter. Their name is not on the paper, it don't matter what they say. And I'm going to say it again. If their name is not on the paper, who cares? So for those of you that are trying to put stuff on the internet, if somebody has a negative comment to say, pull that paper out. Are their name on that paper? No, it don't matter. You try to make a sale, pick up the phone and make a phone call. They say no, or they shame you. Is their name on that paper? No, it ain't on that paper. It don't matter what they said. What was the win for you? You picked up the phone. I don't care if you picked up the phone and you was shaking. I don't care if you posted that thing and you was shaking. I don't care if you actually spoke about how you felt in a situation and you was shaking. I don't care if you walked away from somebody, instead of hitting them, you walked away and you punched the wall. You ain't hit them. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Okay? Whatever it is, you winning. Okay? Whatever it is. Whatever it is. If they name ain't on the piece of paper, it don't matter. It don't matter. And if y'all haven't done that exercise, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, do that exercise. This is a person that knows you at your lowest, knows you at the highest, but knows that you are working to grow within yourself. They seen you work through it. They seen you develop. They know this about you. You don't have to hide anything about you from this person. You should have at least one person like that. If you don't, ask God to send you somebody like that. And if you, while you waiting, put God's name on the paper. If you ain't got somebody, put God's name down. And when somebody got something to say and you feel some type of way, look at the paper. You should see God. Did God say something? Oh, okay, I didn't think so. Carry right along. That's the only person's opinion. It's the only being's opinion that matters. Is God. Period. And for those of you that do have people on the paper, put God on there too. God go on there first. It don't matter what anybody got to say. You know what you're doing. You know your internal growth. You know what it's taking you to do what you have to do. Okay? You also know when you need to push yourself a little more. Just do it. Do it. Only one person on mine. She was who helped me through the fear and reminded me how far I've come. Hey. Just let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Okay? Let it be who it is. And that's the only person's opinion that matters. Period. Okay? Period. So, we're going to finish this last prayer live off strong. It's a good day. It's a good vibe. It's a good message. Started at 11:29. That was the message for today. You know, and that's what Spirit had to come and talk about today. We're going to start the year off. Okay? We're going to start the year off next Monday with book club. We are reading The Secret. Okay? So today's the last prayer live of the year. As 11:29 says, there are things coming to an end and new beginnings happening. Let the stuff end and let the new beginnings happen. Let the old ways stay. Let certain stuff stay in 2020. Don't bring it with you. Leave it. Leave it in 2020. Y'all have grown so much, okay? Let the lower vibrational energy, thoughts, emotions stay in 2020. Let it stay there and let it end with 2020. Go into 2021 with a new perspective. Go into 2021 with love in your heart, forgiveness in your heart. Understand that when you have all this stuff that you hold on to, when you are holding on to something that's ending, it is hurting you. Nobody else. You. You're walking around carrying it. You're walking around not letting go. I like to think of it as the some of y'all might know the game you played tug of war when you was a child. You had this really, really strong rope, right? And the rope is rough. So you have people on one side of the rope and people on the other side of the rope and the flag in the middle. Let's see, this is the rope. Flag is in the middle. The people are pulling to see who can pull the most, right? Sometimes it's worth letting go, right? When it's time for something to end, let go. When you're trying to hold on, you can either getting dragged with it or you're getting burns on your hand because you don't want to let go. And now you causing more damage to yourself because you don't want to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Let what needs to stay in 2020 stay in 2020. Let it stay there. Y'all got the releasement meditation? Do it. Y'all got a releasement ritual? Do it. Simple one. Write down all the stuff for 2020 and whatever you need to write it down, burn it. Then tell yourself, I ain't doing it no more. I ain't talking about it. I ain't thinking about it. And let it stay. Burn it. Get rid of the ashes. Put it down the toilet. Whatever you need to do. Release it. Release it. Just go ahead. Let whatever needs to stay in 2020 stays in 2020. Let it end. And let the new beginnings come in. Because guess what? If I'm still holding on to a rope and God is trying to hand me a pot of gold, what kind of hands I'm going to use to grab that pot of gold if I can't let go of the old stuff? God's trying to hand me the next blessing. What hands I'm going to use if I'm still holding on to the old things? If I'm still full of old crap, where I'm going to put it? You got to make space for it. Let it go. Leave it. Things are ending. New beginnings are happening. Leave that stuff in the past. Leave it in the past. Let it go. Have that conversation with yourself. I have that conversation with myself too. You know what? I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to think about it, bring it up, or anything. I'm letting it be where it be, and I'm moving forward in love, and I'm moving forward in this. I already said what I need to say. Whatever. I'm moving forward in this. And I make the decision. And when it comes back up, I check myself. We ain't going there. Remember what we said to self? What's the promise I said to myself? It's staying there. I ain't thinking about it, none of that no more. I let go. It's there. I'm not going to allow it to rob my joy in the now no longer. I'm going to allow myself to increase. Okay? Those of y'all that heard my story yesterday, I had budgeted everything. Christmas Eve, I'm out shopping, whatever, and my deposit ain't come. Like, dang. All right. Got to move some things around. I ain't going to be mad. It is what it is. I left it there. You know what? I'm so thankful and grateful I can move it around. I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm able to do the things that I'm able to do. I could have been mad about it. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. The next thing you know, because I went into gratitude, I go to the next store. It's mayhem at the next store. And this may seem little to y'all, but I give thanks, praise, and honors for every win I see in my life and how I see God move in my life. I go to the next store. There's a parking spot right in the front. I go to the next store. I'm giving free ice and free stuff that I need. I'm trying to get some items that I need. They're like, oh, it's in the back. They bring it to me in the front. There's favor there. It's favor there. And that's how I'm reminded, like, you know what? God is still here. Whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I could have let that one thing spiral my day. I could have let it spiral my day. No. All right, it happened. That's it. I'm letting it go. I'm just let it be. Let it go. Let it go. Let go of the rope. You can't grab the blessings if you're holding on to the things that are no longer serving you. Okay? You can't do that. You have to let go. And the more you hold on, the more you burn your hands. The more you burn your hands. The more you hold on to that rope, it's going to start sliding through your hands because it's trying to leave just as much as you need to let it go. Let it leave. Let it stay. Let all of the stuff of 2020 stay in 2020. Let it stay here. No more, unless you're talking about a testimony, we don't need to talk about it no more. Another thing Bob Proctor talks about. There's no need to talk about your stories of struggle and hardship. Why keep replaying those stories in your mind? Talk about the goodness of God. Talk about the goodness of the universe. Talk about how your life is so abundantly blessed. Talk about how great things are. There's no need to talk about those stories no more. It happened already. It's in the past. What are we talking about it for? Unless you're showing the grace and mercy and blessings that God has put in your life, you don't need to tell those stories no more. Who cares? It's over. That's it. That is it. There's no need to tell the story no more. No more. And if you're having a hard time, pray to God about it. Pray to God about it if you're having a hard time. But let 2020 stay in 2020. Let the old things stay where they are. Let go of them. Let them be. And don't talk about the stories no more. You don't need to talk about your struggle. For what? What you focus on and talk about expands. Focus and talk about the goodness of God. Focus and talk about expanding how your life is so abundantly blessed. Talk about the good. Talk about what you're grateful for. Right? I have an aunt that'll tell this story. You know, her and her husband was separated. They moved apart. And during that time, she spent an abundant amount of time with her mother. Lo and behold, not long after that, her mother died. So she can look and say, hey, I was so mad and angry that me and my husband split. But she says, you know what? I'm thankful that happened because I was able to spend more time with my mother than I ever did before she left. That's the story she tells. She don't tell why they separated. She don't tell that they wasn't spending time. She said, we had separated for a time and I had more time to spend with my mom. And I'm thanking God that I had that time to spend with my mom before she left. That's the story she tells. She tells the blessing. She tells the goodness of the story. Was it challenging? Yes, she lost her mom. That's a lot. Her mom was everything to her. It was challenging, just straining her marriage. Yes, her husband's not in the home with her. Yes, but that's not what she talks about. She don't talk about the struggle. She talks about, I'm thankful that God set it up. She said, God don't make no mistakes. She said, God set up the stuff even if we don't understand what God is setting up. God don't make no mistakes. I was able to spend an abundant amount of time with my mom before she left. An abundant amount of time. That's how you tell the story. We're not going to talk about the struggle. People think it's a badge of honor to talk about the struggle. No, it's not a badge of honor. It's a badge of honor to talk about how you've been blessed. It's a badge of honor to say, hey, you know what? I was in the struggle, but I got out and you can do it too. That's the badge of honor right there. And I did it by doing this. I did it by believing in myself. I did it by applying myself, having effective action, assertive action, believing in myself despite this, believing in myself despite my environment, putting myself into my passion. Whatever that passion is, whatever your passion is, whatever your talent is, that's God given. And God is going to expand that in you if you allow it to happen. Right? That's the story that you tell. That's the stuff, and that's why I don't see 2020 as bad for me. I allowed God to span through me in so many ways through 2020. I allowed to see the power of God. You know what? I'm so thankful that I learned who God was, so that when money was stolen from me, I got on my knees and prayed to God, and I immediately got more than double of the money that I was taken from me in a week. I ended the day with $500, and I started the day with $43. Look at God. I ain't talking about what happened and how the money was stolen. I just said it was stolen and God came through. That's the story that I'm telling. That's the story that I'm telling. I'm so thankful and grateful that, I had, some challenges with businesses. I lost money, but I gained so much money. I gained so much. I've gained people that I can minister to. I'm adding value to people's life. I can sit here and be like, oh, I had to wait 3 months to move. No, you know what? I was packed for 3 months because God said, hey, you gonna move. And I believed and I had faith, and God moved me to a place better than where I was before. Right now, in the midst of what I'm going through right now, things are supposed to be lining up. I'm supposed to have certain things right now, but soon I'm going to be like, you know what? I went through that, but this is what came from it. This is what came from it. Okay? This is what came from it. I'm supposed to be expanding in my business and this and this and this and this and this way, but right now it's put on hold. Right? Right now it's put on hold. I'm supposed to be adding value to the children's lives around me, but right now it's put on hold. I'm trying not to go into it. I'm trying to wait to give y'all the testimony. I really am. I'm trying to wait to give y'all the testimony, but it's flowing through me. Okay? It's flowing through me. So just it's coming out. It's just gonna flow. I'm gonna let it flow. I'm over here. I'm sacrificing. I'm raising a child like this child is my own. I'm raising a child like a child is on my own. Now, for those of you that know what I'm talking about, follow me, because I don't want to say no names. Pouring into a child like it's my own, because I love this child dearly. Love this child dearly. But then, the child's mother is jealous that the father has moved on. So then the child's mother wants to call 911 and report that I am beating and abusing the child. That I have the sheriff's office at my door. I have the police office at my door while my children are here. Saying that I'm abusing a child. Abusing a child. But in spite of that, guess what happened? Like, you know what? I just got a camera system put in here. And all of it's on camera. All the mayhem is on camera and recorded. That day, I turned my recordings on because I left the house. I said, let me turn the recordings on, and I forgot to turn it off. So all the mayhem is recorded, okay? Now we got to go to court this week about the craziness, about all these accusations, right? But I was like, you know what? I ain't even worried about it, because I know how God works. I know who I am. I'm thankful that I had the camera to get certain things recorded, what was said and what was done. I'm thankful that I have learned to keep a calm head. I'm thankful that in the midst of it, my man comes to me in the altar room and was like, show me how to ask them for help about this. I need my child. Show me what I'm supposed to do. How does this work? So even in the adversity, you now have expanded me and God, and you expanded him and God, and you expanded us and God together. I now show you how to talk to the guys and goddesses on behalf of your situation, right? Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. They say, you be still, you ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing. I said, okay. She made a paper trail for herself. It's obvious. It's obvious. So, yeah, that's the stuff I've been going through. But look at the joy that's come from it. This is a person that is, y'all know, you don't play about your kids. And this is a person that don't play about their kids. And the fact that in being pushed and tested, he did not move. Instead of him going to retaliate it, he came and laid in the altar room and prayed. I'm telling you. So it's I'm just telling you, the joy. What's the joy from it? I'm closer now to this person. I'm thankful I had a camera right on time to get certain things on camera. I'm thankful that I had a great holiday season. Although I didn't spend it with the child, I still had joy in here. I'm thankful that this has made us closer to God together. I'm thankful that I'm able to show you how to give offerings and how to talk to them. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to have a partner that is willing to do that. I'm thankful that when my partner goes through stuff, instead of being bitter and feisty, that they go to God like I go to God. Listen. So we ain't going to talk about the struggles of 2020. We're going to talk about how God was there. We're going to talk about how I was still being blessed despite all of that. We're going to talk about how I've been blessed through all of that. Talk about how typically, because I know paperwork, I know how to do certain things legally. I'm gonna talk about I didn't even decide to do anything. It's a big deal for me, big deal. So I know we're supposed to get into prayer, y'all. The spirit's flowing today. It says they're gonna get her for that. Wow, court system tired of these bitter women. They are. That's the thing right there. That's what you learn. Them sheriffs and all them they all see it. They all, and that's what you can see, and that's the beauty of what I got on camera. This has me in tears because I went through this in the past and lost a childbirth raised, so I felt that. I missed the story, but I'm happy for you. So I hear you. Press charges, don't let it slide. No. That's the thing, Lucy. That's what I gotta let God do what God do, and God said, be still. They working on it. Man, I wish I knew you back then. I missed it. I dropped asleep. So, yeah, it's crazy, right? I know, but sometimes you have to make an example. I work with the people in a situation that causes all kinds of problems. It's just what it is, Lucy. That trust me. I'm just gonna follow what I've been told, because in the night we was on this floor when he came to the gods and the ancestors. They gave specific instructions. And by the way, a few days before all of that, I happened to start listening to the 48 laws of power. Which, can be very contradicting to what I say, but I know when a message is supposed to be a message. And they said to have true power, the one way that just shows that you have true power is patience. That's the thing that stuck out to me out of everything. So I'm just going to be patient. That's my power. Those that can't be patient are powerless. My power in myself is patience. So I'm just going to be patient. Okay? But like I said, I ain't telling y'all that because of the struggle. I'm telling you how God is good through it all. I'm telling you how I'm still in a good vibe and good energy through it all. He's still in a good vibe and through energy at all. We still being blessed immensely because we know God, right? Very thankful, very, very grateful. Very thankful, very grateful. So, okay. Prayer time. So, I appreciate those of y'all that's still here. I know I've been talking for about an hour. By the way, I ain't gonna lie. It's been a challenge for me to get these videos to download because they're so long. So I haven't been able to put them on YouTube, but I'm going to figure out something. Alright? I'm going to figure out something. I'm going to figure something out. So we're going to get into this prayer. I got your prayer request, Rachel. I got it. So I want us to just take in the message the Spirit has given us today. Take it all in. Let it flow. Let it flow. And let it permeate your body. Let the vibration flow, because it's a good vibe. Spirit gave us a message today. It's a good vibe. It's a good energy. It's a good vibe, okay? And we're going to go into this last prayer of 2020. We letting 2020 stay in 2020. And we letting 2021 bring us the blessings that we deserve, the better that we deserve, because we released the old, right? So I'm truly thankful, truly grateful, truly thankful and grateful for the many blessings that I have. I'm truly thankful and grateful for God, the goddesses, and everything, and y'all, this platform. I'm thankful and grateful. I'm truly blessed, highly favored, as Sybil is saying. I'm thankful and grateful, right? So let us come into the now as we pray, as we lift our last prayer of 2020. And coach, Kijilat Yamika, Tatir Titira, Kabela Na, Ata Shavanu Taharanura, Na Kibor, Yisei Kade, Kavalan Sharum, Bakun Tarum, Naki Lay, Tasei Kade, Talish Galan, Tasish Kadush, Uruf Tufka, Anan Teka, Laki Ge'e, Lasham Pade, Ade Kadushade, Shamanu Kabel, Ushma, Tejagatanu, Yede Talamot, Barushum, Ba Malakuto, La Ah, Ve'e. All is well, all is done. For all the prayers that have been given, all the prayers in the heart's mind and soul, they are all well and done. I'm still going to come to all the gods and goddesses of the light today. I want to give you thanks, praise, and honors. I want to give thanks, praise, and honors to the Creator, gods, the goddesses, the Orisha, the ancestors, the elementals, the ascended masters, the angels, the Akkadai, to all the beings of the light that we know by name, the ones that we do not know by name. I give thanks, praise, and honors to you. I ask that the beings of light present come in today and come into this room and surround me. Surround me in a circle. I have prayers to bring to you today, some of which you've answered and some of which I haven't been answered. And I'm asking on behalf of these many souls that you grant these prayers, the prayers that have been written and the prayers that are unwritten, the prayers that's in the mind, the prayers that's in our hearts, the prayers that's in our higher selves, the prayers that are just around us. I ask that you grant these prayers. Grant the prayers. I also ask that you assist each and every person with relieving the past and opening their arms to the goodness and the good vibrations of the universe. The good vibrations, the good vibes of the blessings that you are bringing to all of us today. I'm thankful and thankful and grateful. I want to come to you on behalf of Shalana. She's saying, goddesses, please forgive her. She tried her best to keep her patient safe. She wanted him to pass with dignity and peace. She feels his passing was a traumatic experience for both of them. So God, please allow her patient spirit to be at peace and let him know that she's so sorry. She was trying to be supportive and be by his side. She's asking you, God, to protect her nurse's license at this hospital each and every day. She's praying for the healing of Sybil's dog, Biggie. Heal him from all the ailments, God. She's asking to please increase her confidence, boldness, discernment, and judgment. She's asking that you allow her to receive money, prosperity, blessings. She wants to work less and get paid more. She wants a new condo and a new truck, increase her inner and outer beauty. She wants you to assist her and keep her feeling young and youthful. She's asking that you bless her and Juan to start having children the following year and to invest into a new home this upcoming year. She's asking you to help her to release all traumatic experiences that no longer serve her. She's asking that you bless her family and friends, protect their health and heal their hearts. She's asking you to bless me, Kenyatta, and my family. She's asking that you bless each person that sent a prayer request. She appreciates our community. She has so much thanksgiving and gratitude. She's so thankful for her health and thankful to be able to travel for employment. She asks that you bless her with the ability to increase her hearing capabilities to discern your voice from her own. Increase her ability to speak up for herself and to be comfortable with being seen and talked about positively. Allow herself to know that no one's judgment holds any weight in her life. Allow her to have an awesome next travel assignment. Draw her to the next state she should be in. Allow her to release old habits that no longer serve her in her upgrades. Help her to grow in her spiritual practice and to no longer be fearful. She wants to feel your presence of protection around her. She's asking you to remove the odors from her body, and she's thanking you. She's thanking you for listening to her prayers, and she's thanking you for her spiritual parents. I want to come to you on behalf of Sybil. And Sybil says, thank you so much for today. She wants to give thanks, praise, and honor to her spiritual parents, her ancestors. She wants to give thanks to me, Kenyatta, for taking time to create this platform for her and her spiritual sisters to be present. She is thankful for a blessed holiday. It was quiet and peaceful, just the way God intended it to be. She's asking you to send healing angels to her Uncle Gene Robert. Lay your healing cloth over him and remove the tumor from his stomach. Remove it from his body completely so that he may be healed. She asks that you give her auntie Morel and cousin Yasmin strength to get through this pain in their hearts. She wants to wish Narebani a blessed birthday. May God continue to grant her all her heart's desires. She's asking to continue to watch over her and protect her. Sybil has also asked that you carry her into the new year 2021 in peace, good health, confidence, prosperity, open heart, living wholeheartedly and in her truth. She asks that you give her clear vision, clear her path so that she may walk into a new career opportunity in her voiceovers. She's asking you, God, to free her of any and all financial burdens and debts so that she may be able to buy her own home in 2021. She knows that all she asks for doesn't come easy. She knows she has work to do and she is ready. She's asking that you continue to give her the patience, compassion, and understanding so that she may move out of her own way, so that you may place her in the right direction to receive her blessings. She is open to receive them, and she thanks you. She's also coming to you because she's just received horrible news, and she wants to send a prayer for her dearest friend, LaTanya Davis. Please send your healers to her heart. Please give her the strength, God. Her friend lost her son, Gregory Dixon. We ask that you send Oya and the supportive angels to guide Gregory to where he's supposed to be in the light, God. He was missing for 2 days and found dead. God, please give her strength. Cover her. I know there's nothing that she can do or say right now, but she knows prayer is everything, and she is very thankful for the prayer. She's asking that you never leave her. Give her strength to get through this horrible time. Her friend needs you right now. Her heart and her soul and prayers are with her, and she gives thanks. I want to come to you on behalf of Brittany. She wants to give thanks, praise, and honors for her ancestors, the ones that she knows and the ones that she doesn't know. She wants to send blessings to me, Kenyatta, and everyone on the live. She wants to send healing to her dad and his roommate who both tested positive for COVID-19. We are asking the Medicine Buddha and Archangel Raphael to heal Brittany's father and roommate from COVID-19. She wants to ask that they are healed and that her dad is able to gain his strength through the process. She's asking that you please don't allow his mind to think anything other than the positive thoughts. She wants to pray for her mother and that she has a change of heart about getting vaccinated for COVID-19. Help them know who holds the power, which is you, God. And stand firm on their faith in you, God, during this time of adversity. She wants to give thanks that her parents, siblings, and herself are able to agree upon what is best for her parents' well-being. She knows her heart, and she knows that you know her heart, and she wants you to help her focus inward on the things that she knows she needs to work on and that she needs help on so that she may grow. Help her to stay the course even when she feels like she's off course. Help her to breathe through the things that trigger her and to reflect on it. Help her to stand firm in her faith and know that all is well even though it sometimes feels uncomfortable. She needs help being gentle with herself. She needs help being patient with herself. And she's thanking you for all that you've done thus far. I want to come to you on behalf of Lucy. Lucy has so much gratitude to God and her spirits. They have shown her who they are and who she is in these past 2 years. They have blessed her beyond words and brought amazing people into her life, and she is especially thankful for me, Kenyatta. I have been her light during her journey, and she's forever grateful to have her in her life. Have me in her life. She asking that you please keep me and the tribe safe and sound as we travel into this new year. And she's asking for a prayer for her family. She prays nothing but success and peace to be upon all of us for this new year. I want to come to you on behalf of Tess. She's sending blessings to everyone. She's praying that we all have our prayers met. Praying for health and happiness of everyone in this community. Praying for her loved ones to heal exactly what they need to heal. Praying for prosperity for herself, for a new safe home for herself and her pets, and abundant, sustainable, healthy, romantic love. Praying for the trust and self-confidence to know that she is loved, lovable, and that her success is inevitable. She is grateful and thankful. She's grateful and thankful for me, Kenyatta, and she thanks me so much. And may I be blessed threefold. I give thanks, praise, and honors for the many blessings you all are giving. I want to come to you on behalf of Toya. She's praying for healing over her daughters that have been diagnosed with Graves' disease. She prays that they continue to heal her body. She just wants to thank you for all that you've done and about to do and doing. She's thankful for this group of new friends that she's been growing and learning with, and she's so grateful and thankful for all the blessings that she received. We ask that Archangel Raphael and Medicine Buddha please go to Toya's daughter and heal her from Graves' disease and allow a miracle to take place. I ask that you heal everybody in Toya's family. I ask that you release the generational curse on her family as it pertains to health. I ask that you release those attaching spirits, those lower level beings and demonic beings, so that they no longer continue to haunt this family, no longer continue to torture this family, no longer continue to degrade this family. I ask that whatever contracts the ancestors made, whatever is done, allow it to be released. I ask that you break those things right now. And I give thanks, praise, and honors. I want to come to you on behalf of Jamila. She is thankful and grateful for life. Thankful and grateful for the lessons that she has gotten this year. Thankful and grateful for the guidance she has received and continue to receive. Thankful and grateful for the love and protection. Thankful and grateful for her family. Thankful and grateful for financial prosperity she received this year and the coming year. She is thankful mostly for me, Kenyatta, and everything that I do. Continue to work through me. Guide and protect and bless me abundantly. I give thanks for that. She prays for peace, protection, and good health for her loved ones and the ladies in the live. She prays that she's able to sustain properly and to manage her riches to come responsibly, mentally, and physically. I want to come to you on behalf of Erin. She is starting with gratitude for this entire year, all the lessons and clarities that she received. She prays to continue to heal and do the work that allows her to grow and thrive. She's praying to apply the lessons and not repeat any cycles that she has outgrown. She prays for communication between her families and stronger bonds built on the best foundation. She is praying for her children, Grayson and Dominic, and the one in her womb currently. We want to send a blessing. I ask that the Black Goddess, I ask that Yemijah bless Erin with the child that's in her womb, and that her and the child have a safe delivery and that they have a safe pregnancy. She prays that they are solid and continue to be healthy, happy, and live their purpose for being placed here. She's praying for her business and future money endeavors. She is praying that everything she needs continues to be presented to her. Praying for everyone on this live and that 2020 is the foundation of their bountiful growth. Thanks, praise, and honors to her ancestors. I want to come to you on behalf of Tierra. She is sending a prayer of thanksgiving and gratitude for all the blessings she's received and the ones to come. Praying for Elizabeth as she recovers from COVID-19. We send Archangel Raphael and the Medicine Buddha to Elizabeth to heal her from COVID-19. Praying for Dwight as he recovers from foot surgery. We ask Archangel Raphael and the Medicine Buddha to also go to Dwight. Praying for continued blessings, abundance, good health, and love as we go into the new year for herself, family, and all the ladies in the life. Now I want to come to you on behalf of Rachel. Pray that she continues to follow the path of her higher self, and she continues to make decisions that are aligned with everything that she desires to be. She prays, she prays that she's able to be direct and focus her energy so that she can manifest her dreams. She's able to find a perfect balance and harmony between her inner divine masculine and feminine. She would also like to send a prayer out for her mom Vanessa again so that her house is closing expeditiously and in divine timing. Prayer to give gratitude and thanksgiving to her angels, ancestors, ascended master, and most of all, me, Kenyatta, and for her constant and consistent wisdom and love that she gives. I send a prayer out to everyone on this live, and that they may continue to make the decisions that are best interest of their highest self, and that they are guided, protected, and always feel love. She would also like to pray that she is on the path of her soul's purpose and mission, and that she works through the path with confidence, clarity, and wisdom. I give thanks, praise, and honors for all of these prayer requests, and that they are granted. We thank you, we appreciate you, we adore you. You are everything, God and Goddess. So in the 72 names of God we pray. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. Amen. All is well, all is done. And a coach, Kijalant Yemika, Tititira. Kabela na anta shavanu taharanua na gibor isay kade kavala shamrum barkun tamrum na kile to say kade to lish galen to sish kadush urus tufka ananteka the ki get air the shampade the day gadushade shavanu kabel ushma tashagatunu yede ta alamo purushum ma malakuto na a the all is well, all is done, all is well, all is done. I saw from the corner of my eyes, y'all was typing. Typing. Yes, blessings to you, Shalana. And give thanks for Shalana. You're welcome. I'm glad y'all are tired. Crying tears of joy. All this joy and happiness. It was Aaron when I was dreaming about the fish. You heard baby. Blessings to Aaron and the baby. Yes. Yes. Congratulations. Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations to the little one inside of you. I didn't want to spoil it, but I think it's going to be a girl. But we shall see what happens. We shall see. So, anything can change or happen. Y'all, sorry that y'all see my little crop top today. But yes, today is a good day. I'm thankful for all of you. I appreciate all of you being here. I know it was a long live today. Well, I appreciate y'all being here. I do. And I'm going to just tell y'all a little secret since y'all here. If you go to my IGTV, you'll see some of my lives. I have a little trick where I save it. I don't post it, but that's how I pull them off of Instagram. So if you want to see the live from yesterday, you can go to IGTV and see it. If you want to replay this live from today, go to IGTV and see it. I ain't going to promise you it's going to stay there, but I'm going to just let you know it's there right now. All right? This was a powerful live. I feel full. Yay. Yes, I'm glad. This is a good last prayer for 2020. Yes, for 2020. You needed it all. Yes, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to all of y'all, too. The love is here. Well, it's been good, y'all. So, yeah, I need to go take care of some things and get on top of some things for the day. So I want you to have a beautiful, amazing day. Today's a good day. Each day gets better and better and better. Each day gets better and better and better. Each day gets better and better and better. It gets better and better and better. Okay? It gets better and better and better. You got to believe it, though. You got to believe it. Thank you for the blessings. So thankful and grateful for you all too. Thank you. Felt it was coming last night. I didn't know what was coming. I was sleeping. I know I got to get on top of getting y'all content for Patreon members. So I want to get on top of that. I got some spiritual baths I need to make. Y'all need to go ahead and take advantage of the baths. They're 50% off until the new year. General readings, 50% off until the new year. So go ahead and get on top of it. All right? Y'all get on top of it. I love y'all dearly. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.